The wrestling world is reeling after a massive post-WrestleMania meltdown. CM Punk lost his cool in a big way after his brutal loss to Roman Reigns, getting into a heated altercation with a fan. He was caught on camera swatting the man's phone right out of his hand, and the tension is absolutely through the roof right now.
Looking for a fast-charging, ultra-responsive stylus for your iPad? Meet the 2X Fast Charge Active Stylus Pen, designed for 2018 to 2025 Apple iPads. Take your creativity and productivity to the next level. Click the link in the video description to shop now on Amazon.
Before the chaos, CM Punk delivered one of the most emotional entrances in WrestleMania history at Allegiant Stadium. He walked out to the sounds of AFI and paid a heartfelt tribute to late Harm's Way guitarist Bo Lueders, who he honored alongside several other close friends. It was a powerful, personal moment that showed a side of the former champion we rarely get to see on the big stage. The drama didn't stop after the bell, because Monday Night Raw was pure fire this week. CM Punk returned to the ring to address his defeat, but he quickly shifted gears and laid down a bold challenge to Cody Rhodes for the world title. To make matters even more intense, Fatu made a shocking appearance to confront the new champion Roman Reigns, setting the stage for total destruction at Backlash. Things are getting messy off camera as well, as CM Punk was filmed in yet another run-in with a fan at a hotel while with his wife AJ Lee. Punk has been incredibly vocal about fans crossing the line, and this latest incident proves the friction between stars and overzealous fans is hitting a boiling point. Make sure you stay up to date on all these breaking stories by hitting that like button and subscribing to the channel with notifications turned on so you never miss a beat. Ever wonder how quickly a professional athlete's composure can shatter the second the cameras stop rolling? Well, CM Punk just gave us a masterclass in losing his cool. Fresh off a brutal defeat to Roman Reigns at WrestleMania 42, the WWE superstar clearly wasn't in the mood for any post-match selfies. As he made his way backstage, still reeling from the loss, a fan got a little too close for comfort, and Punk didn't just walk away. He literally swatted the guy's phone right out of his hand, delivering a smackdown that had nothing to do with the wrestling ring and everything to do with pure frustration. Look, we all know the high-octane pressure of WrestleMania is enough to make anyone snap, but there's a fine line between a heated rivalry on screen and lashing out at the people paying your salary. It's a messy look for a guy who prides himself on being the best in the world, isn't it? What do you think? Was the fan pushing his luck, or did Punk cross a line he shouldn't have? Drop a comment below, and let's debate the ethics of fan-celebrity interactions. After all, even the biggest stars are only human, but maybe it's time we start holding them to a higher standard of grace under pressure. Ever wonder what happens when the worlds of underground hardcore and professional wrestling collide in the most heartfelt way possible? Last weekend, WrestleMania turned into something much more than a typical show, thanks to an incredibly moving tribute from CM Punk. As he walked toward the ring at Allegiant Stadium, the atmosphere shifted instantly. Punk bypassed his usual hits, opting instead for the haunting, aggressive tones of AFI's 2003 anthem, Miseria Canter, a deep cut from his Ring of Honor days that reminded every longtime fan exactly where his roots lie. But this wasn't just about nostalgia for the early 2000s. It was about honoring a friend. Punk donned a white jacket covered in names of people who left an indelible mark on his life, most notably the late Harm's Way guitarist, Bo Lueders, who passed away earlier this month. It was a somber reminder of the human element behind the larger-than-life personas we see on screen. Seeing Lueders, ashes carried to the event in an urn reminiscent of The Undertaker's legendary gimmick, felt like a perfect, albeit heartbreaking, send-off from the tight-knit Chicago music community. Whether or not you're a wrestling diehard, you have to respect an athlete who uses the biggest stage in the world to keep a friend's memory alive. It's a powerful lesson in never forgetting where you came from, even when you're standing at the absolute peak of your career. What did you think of the tribute, and which walkout song should Punk bring back next? Let us know in the comments below. Hit that subscribe button for more deep dives into the intersection of music and culture. And remember, even in the toughest battles, we're never truly walking alone. The dust has barely settled on the neon-lit insanity of WrestleMania 42 in Las Vegas. But in the world of WWE, there is no such thing as a victory lap. Welcome to the post-Mania Raw fallout, where the hierarchy is shifting, old legends are passing the torch, and the horizon is already looking dangerous. Roman Reigns stood tall as the new world heavyweight champion, but he wasn't alone for long. After his grueling clash with CM Punk, the tribal chief looked invincible, flanked by his cousins, Jimmy and Jey Uso. But just when Roman thought he could bask in the glory, Jacob Fatu, fresh off a savage win over Drew McIntyre, marched into the ring to stake his claim. It was a classic showdown of ego and lineage, with Roman questioning if Fatu could actually handle the weight of the gold. Whether this spells the start of a new bloodline civil war or a calculated rise, one thing is clear. The heavyweight throne is anything but secure. Elsewhere, the landscape is shifting in unexpected ways. We saw the passing of a literal and figurative torch as Obafemi pinned Brock Lesnar, a moment that signals a massive push for the next big thing. Meanwhile, CM Punk returned to the ring, raw and vulnerable, opening up about the tragic loss of his trainer, Duke Rufus, before shifting gears to fire a warning shot at undisputed champion Cody Rhodes. The American Nightmare might have bested Randy Orton, but he's already got a target on his back, and Punk isn't just looking for a match. He's looking for that title. Between Liv Morgan's dominance and the chaos unfolding in the tag division, Raw is officially in a new era. What do you think? Is Jacob Fatu truly ready to usurp the tribal chief, or is he biting off more than he can chew? Smash that like button, subscribe for your daily dose of wrestling updates, and let us know your predictions for Backlash in the comments below. The road to the next premium live event starts now, and it's going to be a wild ride. Ever wonder what happens when the cameras stop rolling and the adrenaline of WrestleMania finally fades? For CM Punk, the answer is a swift hand to a smartphone. Post-WrestleMania 42, the wrestling world is buzzing, but not just because of the in-ring action. TMZ just dropped footage of an altercation in a Las Vegas hotel, where Punk was seen swatting a phone right out of a fan's hand. Why? Because that fan was filming a private, intimate moment between Punk and his wife, AJ Lee, who was sharing a hug with Bayley. It's a classic case of the boundary between public figure and private human being getting completely blurred. You can hear the fan apologizing, trying to walk it back, but Punk wasn't having any of it, looking them dead in the eye and saying, "No, you're not." Security and Ace Steel had to jump in to keep the situation from escalating further. Now, let's be real, this isn't the first time Punk has drawn a line in the sand. Back in October of 2025, he sent a pretty blunt message to fans, explicitly telling them to stop showing up at hotels and airports. He used the S word, stalker, and told folks that if you can't respect a polite no, you aren't a fan, you're a problem. It's a harsh truth, but one that's becoming increasingly necessary in the era of viral content chasing. This all happens while Punk is still processing his massive loss to the OTC Roman Reigns in the main event, ending his 169-day championship run. For Reigns, it's a triumphant return to the top, marking his 11th main event appearance and his first taste of gold since that historic 1,316-day reign ended at WrestleMania 40. The contrast is stark. Roman is reclaiming his throne, while Punk is seemingly fighting to reclaim his privacy. It makes you wonder, in this age of content at all costs, have we forgotten that these superstars are actually people? Drop a comment below. Do you think the fan was out of line, or is this just part of the price of fame? Don't forget to hit that subscribe button to keep up with all the latest wrestling news, and remember, just because you have a lens doesn't mean you have the right to look.